Did you hear that?
No.
I guess that could have been lizards. Jesus, bruh. This shit has felt like it's taken so much longer to set up than I would have hoped. Set the timer. Put it for 22 minutes. We can kind of see when that one's gonna give out. Bruh, set a timer.
No way. Hey Siri, start a timer for 22 minutes. Check what the topics are supposed to be.
It was just horror, scary stories, shit like that. Anyway, we should kind of introduce while you check on that. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Sitdown, where we sit down in different locations depending on the theme of the episode. And today's episode, is Halloween, bro. I mean, we're probably gonna have another episode of Halloween. I don't want to overcommit to anything because I don't know y'all like that. But we got this warehouse that we're planning on shooting a couple short films in, and it's this dead ass eerie in here. There's a sign that says people have died here. I don't know. I mean, I used to tag shit when I was in high school, and I would write dumb shit like that too. So it might not be true, but clearly people have been here. I mean, there's tracks on the floor.
Yeah, right on that wall. It says death inside, and they got the Satan circle.
Yeah.
Spray painted on the wall.
Yeah, the pentagram. All kinds of creepy shit over here, and my fucking phone was just glitching the fuck out.
Bro, the worst part is whenever you're walking through the space, the wind will interact with the old ass chains. So just in the distant warehouse, you'll hear echoes of metal banging, and it sounds like someone's moving somewhere.
Yeah, and like we kind of came rushed with our setup, so we do got 3 cameras, but it's who the fuck knows if this is.
Yeah, the white is currently dying. I'm looking at it blinking red.
Oh shit. Well, that's annoying. But we're hoping to be able to get through. How long do you think that shit gonna last? We're gonna have to get up and change that soon.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, my ass left a sweat mark here. Yo, it's hot as fuck, bro. This shit is. It's like I did not expect it to be this hot, but we are outside in Florida, so I don't know what the fuck
AC in this bitch.
Yeah. If there was working AC in here, I'd be more concerned about getting caught than anything else. I don't think this is illegal because like it looks abandoned, but last time we came here, there was like more dirt, more shit all over the place, and now there's these tire marks.
And there's like piles of trash. Instead of it just being loose, it's like someone came and like collected everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, like people come into these warehouses to shoot music videos and shit all the time, so it could be that.
Yeah.
But I guess since we've been on the topic of like creepy shit, and that's kind of where my mind has been at, I'm a little worried about it.
You got any ghost encounters from
Bro,
your life?
Yo, I have a ghost encounter that I have footage for.
What?
The one with the doll.
What are you talking about?
The one where I didn't tell you that story?
I don't think so.
Bro, I was
the only one I know is the one with...
The doorknob?
No, the one with Dan.
The one of Dan. He don't like that story, but whatever. I'll tell that one, but all right, so basically the house I used to live in that I just recently moved out of definitely had like something in it. This is the same house, I think I had told you. I used to wake up in my old room, and the chair, my computer desk chair, would just be fucking spinning on its own.
That's crazy.
And I would be like shitting bricks, so I would just be like, nah, I'm just gonna turn over and pretend I didn't see it, and then I would just rationalize like, oh, like I must have been dreaming or whatever, which is crazy considering I had insomnia. So I'm pretty sure it was real, but maybe it wasn't. That's kind of what I just been telling myself.
Wow. But
as time went on, more and more creepy shit started to happen. One of them where I was like, okay, now I kind of like, I believe, like beyond a reasonable doubt for me, was then I had changed from that room to what was my room before I had converted that garage. and you don't remember the
with
room
the
in the hallway,
drawings
the
on
one
the
on the
wall?
right? Huh?
Where you had all the drawings on the wall?
Yeah. So that room, I used to have my desk up against that wall that had all the drawings on it so I could see the door. Bro, and this door would open randomly, right? Like, whenever. But I never really kept track of, like, was I closing the door all the way? Was it just a draft? So
Yeah.
again, what I do, because I'm a logical person, is I try to just rationalize it. Like, it's a
Man,
draft.
maybe a little bit of wind.
Right. And it never, one time it did open hard, but that's a separate story. The time that I got like convinced, bro, it was late as fuck at night. It was probably like 3 or 4 in the morning, and everybody had signed off the gaming, and I was just there editing. Bro, and I had started to keep track of it because I got so curious. It was happening so often that I was like, this can't be a draft. And dog, I see the doorknob turn, right? And I'm thinking somebody about to come in my room, like my sister, my mom, my brother, somebody gonna fuck with me and just talk some shit or whatever. But it happened so slowly that I started to get like an eerie feeling. And then the door starts opening, bro. Mind you, it's like one of the gold knobs that has I could see the lock, right? So it wasn't locked, which means it was flat, and then it turned vertically, like somebody turned the doorknob, not the actual lock. And it stayed that way as it opened. And then as it finished opening, there was nobody on the other side. It was still turned, like if somebody was still holding the doorknob, but there was nobody holding onto the door. And then the door opened, and then I was like, am I seeing? I stopped what I was doing and I looked. And then I was like, nah, the door was locked. I just didn't press it all the way, right? Like I already started rationalizing it, dog. And as I'm having that thought, the doorknob lets go.
That's crazy.
And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Nigga, I started freaking out, bro. I was like, nah.
That's crazy.
And I got up and closed the door, and I was like, no, you can't come in here. You can't come in here. And I locked the door, bro. I started shitting bricks, bro. That was the time that I really started believing.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and to not make it, that was more like a what would you call it? A prequel to the story I'm about to tell.
About the doll.
Yeah, and I have footage of this, so I'll cut it in. I was just editing again, same kind of thing. That's what I could have sworn I just heard whispering, bro. I'm not gassing it for the camera, I swear to God. You heard that, right? Yo, if somebody's in here and just let us know. Don't ambush us. It's not a good idea. We could just bounce. It's not that serious. Okay, I didn't like that.
Weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, so maybe we're just psyching ourselves out because we're kind of talking about ghost shit. So what happened was I was editing, normal. This is kind of what I did late at nights, dog. And I shit you not, I start hearing like giggling, right? And this isn't it wasn't that was the last thing that happened and then this happened, right? There was several creepy shit in between that again I just tried to find a way to explain. And dog, I hear laughing. So I was like, nobody's been believing me. I've already told people a couple of stories. So fuck this shit. I picked up that camera and I started recording. And I'm like waiting, and I'm like, something just laughed or whatever. And then you hear the laugh again. And I'm like, no way. I panned back to myself. I was like, fuck, my hair was all over the place. And I was like, oh shit. And I panned back and I'm waiting for it to happen again so I could like pull the door open and look. And it wasn't going, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just open the door. The minute I touched the door to open, it happens. The laughing happens as I'm opening the door. So I look down the hallway and I don't see shit. And my niece had toys, right? So I'm like, it's gotta be one of her toys, but why would it be going off right now? Dog, so I start going down the hallway. I'm like panning my camera around, trying to like, maybe I'll capture something on camera. And I walk over to this toy, and I'm like searching if it could be any other toy, but it's this one toy. It's the only one that has a speaker in it, the only one that has a button. And I pick up the toy, bro, and I start pressing the button, and fucking nothing's coming out of it. Like, it's not making a noise. Later my sister had come out, because I guess she had heard me. And at this point, I wasn't recording, sadly, but I popped the head off and like opened it to see. Bro, there was no batteries in it. And like the two little circuits for positive and negative that were going from the speaker were fried because my niece had been using that as one of her like tub time toys.
what the hell?
Bro, I was like, I'm not having this, bro. I tried to burn that motherfucker and it would not light, bro. I dipped this motherfucker in hand sanitizer. I know that's not the best, but it lights, dog. If you light hand sanitizer, it will light, dog. And it would not
Try
set
that
on
at home,
fire,
kids.
dog.
Try it.
Don't set things on fire. But dog, I tried to set it on fire and it just fucking wouldn't.
That's crazy.
So I was like, fuck this, bro. This shit is not staying in my house.
I think that's where the sound was coming from.
it had to be. There was nowhere else, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Dog,
Look, it's not that I'm doubting the sound.
I'll show you the footage.
I believe there was a sound. I'm just like, was it really the dog? Because you might have just been like, what's the only explanation? But the thing that you picked was fucked anyway, so I don't know. It could have just been a disembodied, who knows?
It could have, but it's like when I show you the audio, bro, you'll hear like it sounds like a plasticky, like a doll making the sound. Like it didn't sound like a ghost was just standing there making that noise, you know? And I looked around, I looked in the living room, I looked under the table. This is before that door was in that space for the garage. Bro, dog, nothing else had a speaker in it.
Damn.
So yeah, that shit had me shook for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy.
What about you? You don't got no ghost stories, nothing like that?
Ghost stories, let me think. I don't think I have any ghost stories. All the crazy shit that's happened to me, none of it was ghost related. I wish I had a ghost experience.
What's like the creepiest thing that's happened to you?
Creepiest thing.
Yeah, cause like you said, bro, I mean, that scared the shit out of me. I'd rather deal with a ghost than deal with like somebody in a room hiding, you know what I mean?
Like an actual killer or something.
Yeah, bro, cause like, I mean, what's like the most I've seen, even if I'm going far-fetched into, I believe, every video I've ever seen of a ghost, the most I've seen that's convincing is like a ghost like tossing a knife. Very, like, not that aggressively, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what are you okay? I'll dodge it, and like, then it's over, you know? Like, but a guy, like, you gotta kill that motherfucker, bro. And that shit has like repercussions afterward.
Yeah, I guess, some creepy shit has happened to me. Like, when I don't know if I told you this, but when I was young, there was like this random lady I had never seen when I was outside waiting to like get ice cream from the ice cream truck. Some lady pulls up, I was probably like 6 or 7, and she was on the other side of the road across from me. And then she like opened up her car door and she was like, hey, you wanna get in my car? And I was like, no. And she was like,
what the fuck kind of lure is that? Hey, do you wanna?
I know, I was so confused. And she was just like, come on, it'll be fun. I got like candy or toys or some crazy shit. And I was like, honestly, the only reason I said no is because I was like actively waiting on the ice cream truck. And he had already passed my house, so if I missed him again, I just wasn't getting ice cream. So I was like, I just gotta wait here, like maybe later, lady. And then she said something else to try to get me in, and then an adult came outside, and then she just pulled off really fast.
That's fucking, bro, you almost got kidnapped, bro.
Yeah, I deadass think that lady was trying to steal me.
You think that lady was trying to fuck you, bro?
I have no idea.
Or like child traffic you?
I feel like she probably was gonna give me to somebody else, because it felt like all her job was to do was to get me in the car. But that shit was crazy.
Jesus, bro. I mean, I've had like vans pull up and like slowly like kind of creep alongside me when I was a kid. But I was always very vocal, so like I don't think people wanted problems, you know? Like I'd be like, yo, get the fuck from by me. And usually they'd leave. But that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy too, what the fuck?
Nah, that's crazy, bro. That bitch tried to lure you into her car. I guess, maybe they just want easy targets. I don't really think they want somebody that's gonna put up a fight. But that's insane, bro. So you've never had any ghostly shit happen?
Ghostly?
Yeah. Bro, this place keeps settling.
Yeah, it just makes this building is very loud.
Yeah, you guys probably can't hear it because we're trying to talk low, not because like we don't want to get caught, but because the echo in here is pretty fucking blatant, or at least that's why I'm kind of talking low. But dog, everything else in here is mad loud. Like every time something it settles a little bit, or a fucking lizard will crawl outside, and it's bro,
it's loud.
Yeah.
It's a creepy space.
Which, by the way, guys, we are opening a gaming channel, and something that we want to do is come out here and play some like horror games.
That shit would be so fun.
That shit would be scary as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I think the video would be awesome though.
Nah, I'm coming out here with a strap, bro. This is the last time that I come out here without a strap, I promise.
What, ghost story? I mean, there's this one door in my house that constantly closes on its own. but it's so consistent that it's just not even creepy anymore. It's just like, yeah, that's what it does.
That's how I felt about the ghost lady in my house, bruh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Car passing.
I'm really glad I parked a car where you can't see it. Oh, did it stop? It slowed down like right here, didn't it? It'd be crazy we get arrested right now, bro.
That would be so whack.
I'm not, bro. What the fuck? I just drove in here. Nobody stopped me. There were no signs or nothing. You can't arrest me.
We got 3 cameras set up. What do y'all think we're doing here?
Robbing the place for the broken down cars. But that shit did. Maybe he was just moving really fast. I don't know, bro. I'm really trying to get out of here. This shit is paranoia inducing with just 2 people.
Bro, one time I had this fucking nightmare. I don't know if you ever had sleep paralysis.
Yes,
but I had
times.
it once, but that shit was awful. I woke up and I couldn't move because that's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like this demon it looked like a demon in the corner of my room with like a hat, and it was just like slowly creeping up to me, and I was just like, fuck, bro, I can't do anything. No one said it, but I felt like as soon as he touched me, I was gonna die.
Bro.
Yeah, so I was just like freaking out as he got closer and closer.
Didn't we find out that a lot of people fucking see that guy?
The same guy?
Just a guy with a top hat.
That's crazy.
I've seen a guy with a top hat. He's never walked towards me, but the only disparaging like detail that I can find between mine and what you're talking about is that the guy that I think about when I've had those is, and I say that because I try to rationalize them as kind of like a weird state in between dream. That's
and
how I try
like
to
nightmare in real life.
Right. Like a nightmare overlay. That's how I try to justify it, just so that I don't shit my pants a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, you telling me that everyone has seen him is kind of crazy.
Yeah, bro, look it up. I think it's literally called the Top Hat Man or some shit like that.
Wow.
But for my guy, he has like really, really long fingers, like the Babadook. And his top hat seems to be not round. It's like a top hat, but not as high as the Babadook's.
Interesting.
But yeah, bro, I've had those too.
That's
Sorry,
crazy.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I mean, that was pretty much it. After he just like got closer and closer.
Just felt impending doom in your fucking guts.
Yeah, and then I don't remember how I woke up. It was like I was either screaming or like.
Bro, I swear they're fucking patrolling right now.
It's honestly weird because this road is usually dead abandoned. Yeah. So even one car passing is kind of crazy, and it's been like 5 cars now.
They just trying to find a dick to suck, bro. Whip it out.
I think, I just like woke up like with all my muscles tight, and I like jumped up hard as fuck because all my trying to get up like just exploded out.
Yeah. That shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories, so if you guys want, like, I'd be happy to do a part 2. There's a couple stories, like one time I got stuck in a dream loop. I think I've told you about that one. That shit was awful. It was like the closest I've ever felt to being in hell, bro. When I woke up for real, like, cause I had to kill my family members over and over again because they kept coming into my room and trying to attack me.
You might as well tell the story, bro. It's a good,
bro,
it's
I don't like reliving
story.
That story, bro. That shit really pisses me off. Huh?
I said, I believe you. And just talking about it, it's like, what if it starts? What if it starts looping?
Bro, can you imagine it happened in here? Like somebody came in and killed us, and then I just gotta start over and over again, bro.
That's awful.
Fuck that, bro. I'm immediately going, bro, I've done this before. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Fuck the gear, fuck everything, we out.
I'm sprinting, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'd be gone, dog. If you say anything like that to me, this is probably one of the only people, if not the only motherfucker that could say some shit like that to me. I got no questions, bro. I'm fucking gone.
Bro, oh my God. I feel the same way. We gotta watch Gen V because, bro, there's a relationship. I don't want to say any spoilers, but it was really cool seeing friends that close in like TV.
Okay, I'll tell the story just quickly, briefly. If you guys want more detail, I'll break it down. And maybe we'll turn it into like a short film for Nightmare Fuel or something.
That'd be crazy.
Nightmare Fuel is this other show that we're trying to get started pretty soon where it's like Robot Chicken, but for, horror. So it should be
an anthology.
An anthology, yeah, and maybe some of them will connect. I don't know. We haven't, this is just some special shit. I've been planning it for years. Haven't really had the resources or time to do it until now.
I can't wait. I got some really fucked up ideas I can't wait to portray for you guys.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Hopefully we can drop at least one before October is over. If not, we'll drop one like mid-November at the latest. But yeah, so nothing, bro. I've been lucid dreaming since I was a kid. Sorry, let me restart that sentence. I don't have any memories of not being able to lucid dream. I've always lucid dreamed.
Damn. As a, like a jit?
Yes.
Wow.
Like I remember and you could ask my mom, bro. I have stories of like coming up to my mom and telling her like my dad was coming up to me trying to get me to help him, but then his head fell off. And I was like, I gotta put it back on. And I would like, and then I made these like big Frankenstein bolts appear. And I was like, I gotta put his head back on because he can't be dead. And I was trying to express that to them, bro. You know how frustrating it is as a child? Like I had the same consciousness, right? Like I had thoughts actively that made sense, and I was trying to express to them how weird it was and how strange the dream felt, because it was one of my first that I remember, right? And I was like, yo, this happened, and I fucking like put some screws in this motherfucker's neck, right? Why did that happen? I feel so weird. It wasn't real, right? Was it real? Where's my dad? And yo, they all laughed. They all laughed at me, and I'm just sitting there like, they don't understand. They don't understand. And I start like panicking a little bit, right? Because I'm like, where's my dad? I'm not like, I don't believe it's real, but I gotta make sure, because it's so real when I lucid dream, dog.
That's crazy.
And dog, they start laughing at me, and I'm like, bro, I start a little like, yo, what the fuck? And like, what happened? And I'm like, I'm trying to say like dreamed in the first person, but I don't have those words, right? Like I learned English and Spanish at the same time, so most of my learning was in English at first. I didn't even know the word for dream, because dream is the same word as sleepy.
Oh.
So it's sueño, right? So you can say tengo sueño, that means I am sleepy, or you can say tuve un sueño, that means I had a dream.
Wow.
And I didn't know how to fucking say that. So they were like, and then I start trying to express to them, like, I'm little. I don't have the words to tell you what I'm trying to say, and you guys are laughing at me, and I'm frustrated. But that didn't come out, whatever, I got tangent.
That's awesome.
But, so I'm having this dream of like, just chilling in my room, and I realized it's a dream because remember I used to wear bands on my arm before I had this tattoo. I would check bands, and every time I looked at my rubber bands, I would ask myself, am I dreaming? And that's kind of how I would catch myself.
That's actually so awesome that you do that, because when I was learning how to lucid dream, I found a technique that was wear a watch, and then you could check your watch all the time.
Time doesn't make sense in dreams.
Yeah.
Mirrors are also really weird. If you guys are trying to get into lucid dreaming, I've been doing it a long time, I'd be happy to share some, tips. Yeah, mirrors look like water. Oh, what the fuck was that? Settling? Whatever. I'm just ready for whatever at this point, bro. Mirrors kind of look like liquidy water. Like, you know how when Neo touched the mirror and it like, that's kind of like that, but it's like constant fluid, at least for me. I haven't seen a lot of people say about that one. Time doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Reading is hard in dreams. Sometimes you can find a word or two or like a sentence or whatever, but typically it's hard to read.
Damn.
And there's just other things you can.
I usually catch it when because for me, a lot of my dreams, location-wise, are nonsensical.
Yeah.
A lot of locations kind of just become one thing. Like you'll be in high school, and then it's also a hotel, and usually I'll get a give like that, and I'm like, this isn't real. This doesn't make any sense.
It's like a habit thing. So you can start asking yourself shit on a regular basis and be like, oh, like where was I? Where was I just now?
Oh, yeah.
And, you can do things to form habits. You can pick one habit and like really reinforce that habit for like 2 or 3 months, and then that like it starts really kicking in hard after that. And then there's other obstacles, but whatever, sorry, we're getting distracted. So I was having this lucid dream, obviously. I picked up on some of the signs. I was like, I'm dreaming. I feel like somebody's gonna come through that door and they're gonna kill me. Like that, like same feeling from the sleep paralysis, but I was able to move. So I know I'm dreaming. And bro, my brother comes through the door and he like pushes the door closed behind him, and he's like, yo, our mom's gonna come in here. She's gonna try to kill you. Don't listen to nothing that she's talking about, bro. She's gonna come in here and kill you. She just tried to kill me. And then my mom comes in and she's like acting friendly and nice and shit, but she's also acting a little sus, right? Like it feels like she's hiding like a weapon or something behind her. And then out of nowhere, bro, I'm still sitting on the bed, and she just fucking attacks me and starts trying to like stab me with a pair of scissors. And my brother's like, oh, like he suddenly like T-posed basically and just like was just like this, and he couldn't do anything. And so I had to fight off my mom, bro. And then I had to fucking like, I think the first time I killed her, I had to like hit her with a lamp or some shit like that and just beat her to death. But every time I killed her, it would reset. But after, that scared the shit out of me, right? But every time I killed her, the dream would restart. And mind you, the reason I say the first time, bro, is because this shit went on for what felt like days. It felt like at least 3 or 4 days of this loop, right? But after, I don't know, like 15 times of having to murder my mother with random shit in the room in different ways, because she kept coming in different ways trying to kill me, then it started changing up, right? Then my brother would come in the room and start pretending he was about to tell me, like, oh, my mom's gonna come in and kill me, and then he'd try to kill me, right? And then I had to kill him. And then it would swap, like the roles would swap. She would come in first and he would come in after or whatever, and then they would both try to kill me sometimes. It was just super, like, disorienting.
That's horrible.
So, dog, I shit you not, this is, like, and I'll tell y'all just to prove a point, just how far it felt like hell to me, that when I woke up after feeling like days of killing my mom and my brother over and over again with just different shit in this room, I woke up for real. Like, I woke up for real, but I couldn't tell anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I couldn't even look for the signs. I was just in immediate panic of like, she's gonna come in and just, like, there's gonna be no talking. They're just gonna kill me this time. And I go, oh, and I wake up and I go, oh, fuck. And I got up out of my bed. Like, I tried to go get out of my bed. I guess my dad was walking down the hallway. And mind you, my dad wasn't in the dream at all. So he was like a new thing. He came in and was like, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, are you good?
Bro, you know
and
what's crazy?
What?
Thank God it was your dad. Because if your mom came in,
I might have killed her, bro.
yeah, you probably would just assume whatever she said was a lie.
Yeah.
Damn,
dog,
man.
I was scared as shit. My dad came in and like, I was about like getting out of my bed as he walked in, because at first I didn't even register it was him. I just saw a person. And as he gets near me, he like kind of tried to like hug me, like calm me down, but like almost like bear hug me to restrain me, because I guess he could tell I was about to get physical. And I grab his arm, bro, and I didn't realize until afterward, because he told me, but I have really long nails. Yeah, I had dug my nails into his arm, and I was just like, what? And I started asking questions. He said that I was like fucking, like I seemed like a foamed at the mouth animal, and I was just like, where's my brother? Where's my mom? Where's my brother? Like, I was just asking shit like that, and he was like, what are you talking? Your brother's at work. And he started trying to call my brother, because I guess I thought something happened to my brother. But then my mom walked in, and I like tensed up, and I was like, and I went to go get up. He's like, whoa, chill out, what are you doing? And my mom was like, what's going on? And then I started being like, I started like, yeah, it sucked, bro. But I started like wake up, right? I was like, okay, like hold on, this is different. I can't just start killing people, you know what I mean? Like, and then he called my brother. My brother was like, what's going on? I was like, I'll tell you later. My mom was like, I was like hanging out with my mom by ourselves for a second, and I was still kind of like, is she gonna attack me? Bro, it was not cool, dog. It was really, really like the worst experience I've ever had in my fucking life.
That's horrible.
I've had other dreams that loop, but you heard that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it was a lizard. I've had other dreams that loop, but they only loop a couple times, you know? Like, I really got stuck in this one, dog. Like, I could not wake up. And I have tricks to wake up from lucid dreams.
Days is crazy.
It felt like days, dog. It was really not cool. The worst experience ever. Like, even talking about it right now makes my heart race. Like, I don't like that shit. I hope it never happens again. But it's scary, because now I don't actively try to lucid dream as much as I did then, because as I mentioned, I had insomnia in high school, so it was harder for me to lucid dream, but it's what I looked the most forward to. That's why I started retraining myself on make sure every time. But I guess I did it too much, and it like, I don't know, I guess it fucked with me, and I started getting stuck in dreams. But that one was the longest one, and after that one, I was like, I'm not gonna try that hard, like, to have lucid dreams.
Damn.
So beware if you start taking, lucid dreaming too serious.
The dark side of lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to ask, like, do you believe in ghosts? Are you a skeptic? Are you open to being swayed?
Yeah, man, I'm open-minded. I just haven't seen anything that convinces me that I'm like, oh yeah, they probably are. But I'm just not the type of guy to be certain in anything that isn't just proven.
I'm the same way, dog. Like, I do believe because I've seen, shit that I'm like, but again, like in some of our reaction videos, I believe it, but it's mainly just off of my biased experience, my perspective. I'm not on either side, because maybe things have explanations that I'm just not aware of, and maybe what we're considering ghosts could just be some other dimension, or I don't know, or maybe it's none of that shit, and it's just like shit happening in our world that we just don't
understand.
Right, exactly.
Just like, I don't know, we should even put this in this video, but like, how I have this, basically there's this one time that this thing happened in my life where I have no explanation for how it occurred, where I was like hanging my hand outside of the window on my way home, and my mom was driving, and she was like really close to the end of the road, so there was like a tree branch sticking out. So my hand is out here, and there's a tree branch here. There's literally no way for the car to get from point A to point B without me touching
ripping your arm
branch.
off.
Yeah, my arm was gonna come off, and I didn't react fast enough to move. My eyes got wide, and then we passed by the branch and nothing happened to me. And I was just like, hello? No idea how that happened or anything.
Was that nearby here?
Yeah.
Bro, I swear, look, and this has only happened a handful of times, but it happened to me again while Amy was in the car, bro. Remember I told you that I was driving
And you got
down?
like stuck on that road.
Yeah, bro, like, so I'm not gonna specify, but there's a road where you come off an exit here, and it like goes straight down, and that's near our house. We live pretty close to each other now. But one time I was driving from my old house down here, and I'm driving to your house, and I generally navigate by landmarks, not by looking at the road signs. So again, it's possible maybe I just got lost, but for this to happen 3 to 5 times now is pretty crazy. I had to make a turn to enter your area, right, the community, and I make the turn, and I ended up like I reversed. Like I was like, how the fuck did I get back here? Like, there's no way that I'm over here back by this. I'll bleep this out, but back by the. I mean, like, how the fuck did I get on the other side of the entire community and have to loop back out and then come back out by the exit? And I was like, how the fuck am I back on this road now? This doesn't make any fucking sense. And then it happened to me again, maybe once after that, and then it happened to me again, like, but in a different way. It just felt like the road looped, and then it happened to me with Amy in the car. That's when I was like, nah, bro, this shit is weird. Because I'm like, yo, made a right, which is where I was supposed to go. And then I was like, yo, I was supposed to make that right back there, right? And she was like, yeah, because I had mentioned it out loud, but like kind of just talking to myself. And I'm like, yo, so look up, like look where we're at. It's the only turn. I was going from my mom's house to here, which is like, you haven't been to my mom's house yet, but it's like a 5-minute drive. Dog, there's no way that I ended up, because you had to drive through where Bridget used to live and come out on that same road, the one with all the palms.
Yeah.
And somehow, even though there's one turn I had to make, I somehow ended up over by the 7-Eleven again. Yeah, it was super weird.
That's crazy.
Dog, it didn't make any fucking sense. So I don't know, bro, maybe this little area is just fucking weird. I don't know, dog, but again, we're human, we make mistakes.
Facts.
Our brains like to find patterns.
Yeah, brains are not the best computers. There's plenty of mistakes they make. That's the whole point of optical illusions, is exploiting those mistakes we make.
Yeah.
False memories get inflated with our emotional connotations after experiences.
Yeah.
So even going on memory is hard. It's just a lot to
But bro, you know I have fucking really good memory, dog. Like
Yeah,
I have memories from when I was 2 years old that my brother didn't believe me, and I had to prove it to him because I remembered holding my mom's hand up here and what she was wearing and everything, and then I had to remind her, and I was like, find the photo, because we took a photo that day, bro. And she found the fucking photo, and that's what she was wearing.
That's crazy.
Bro, like I have a good memory, and it's not perfect. I forget shit too. But like, I know how some people say they have photographic memory. I like to say I have like videographic memory because I get motion blurs, and sometimes like I don't always register audio. Like there's faults in it, you know? So like you can't like flash a book at me and then I'll like be able to recite it back to you. I can't do that, right? But if there was like colors in it and you flash it at me for like a second or two, I can tell you all the colors and I can kind of tell you in the general place where they're at, right?
That's pretty crazy.
But yeah, as time goes by, if I don't intentionally like hit record on that memory and store it away, then it you know becomes less and less
reliable.
Right.
That's cool.
But yeah, bro. I mean, is there anything you want to touch on?
Anything? Any spooky shit?
I don't know, something that fits the vibe here. I feel a little bit more comfortable now, bro. But also part of me is like, if we walk out of here and there's like Predator from fucking Alien versus Predator just lurking in the bushes, that's kind of how I feel right now. And we like checked this place out, bro. Obviously, like it seems like sometimes like people come here and squat, which is fine. When we explore, we try not to like break shit or be disrespectful of other people's things because they may not own the building, but they're people just like us.
Yeah.
So like we borrowed this thing that we have the camera sitting on because we forgot one of our tripods, and we're gonna put it back, you know. So it's
because it looked like it was in a place where someone was sleeping.
Right, exactly. So and even that is like something I would rather not even touch their stuff, but there was nothing on it. It was pretty dusty, so it seems like, you know, they kind of just place shit on it occasionally, and I wasn't gonna drive all the way back home to get a tripod, so yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't really have any. I mean, I have more stories, but they're not really spooky. It's more like getting close to death. I'm not gonna wait for another episode.
I think this is cool though. We could totally do more than one episode of this here.
Yeah. We even go to the different rooms, and it's not like you wouldn't even be able to tell.
Yeah, we may need lights. I don't want to do this at night though. I don't want to do this at night because I feel like that's when people want to come sleep here, you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
not because of like scared, like that would be cool for the video, but I don't want to disrupt people's life. But yeah, I mean, look guys, if you want to see another episode of like this in particular so that we can kind of keep this going now through October, fucking let me know. But, this has been the first episode of the Sitdown, or as we've been calling it, the shit down.
It's true.
Again, this is what we do on the show. We find locations that are relevant to the topic or person that we're interviewing, and we shift around. So that's kind of our gimmick,
We're like the homeless podcasters.
Yeah, we're like hot ones if wings weren't involved and it was more about the location. But yeah, man, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed us rambling for a little bit. I am really hoping to get the fuck out of here. I just feel uneasy, and maybe it's because this is our first time recording here and we came with the mindset of like spooky shit, but either way, bro, it's been far too much doubt, and like the sun is going down, and I'm not really trying to invade people's space either. So there's a lot of variables here.
Yeah.
I'm Word, this is Dex, in case we didn't fucking say that.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did either, but now you know us intimately. Just like your doctor, when he grabs your balls, it's a different level, Like now you guys gotta be friends, cause.
Especially when he like look you in the eye, he'd be like, "Now cough."
What doctor you been going down? Oh shit, but yeah, thanks guys.
See ya.
Cool, it doesn't seem like anything went astray.